In this particular video, we will look into the details of phylum Coelenterata. Now, phylum Coelenterata is also known by one more name, that is phylum Cnidaria. Now, why it is called as phylum Cnidaria? That word Cnidaria comes from the presence of cells which are called as cnidoblasts or cnidocytes. Talking of the name Cnidaria, it is derived from the cells which are present in it, and the cells are called as cnidoblast or cnidocytes, and these cells are called as stinging cell, and that is why the cells are present in this phylum, and that is why the phylum was called as phylum Cnidaria. Now, these cells are not found in any other phylum. If we see this particular diagram is of cnidoblast or cnidocytes. Now, functions of these, there are three functions. It is used for anchorage, for the capture of prey, as well as it is used for the defense of coelentrates. Now, if we see this particular diagram, in this diagram, we can see this colored part. So, this colored part, this whole cell was cnidoblast or cnidocyte. Now, in this cell, this small part, this is, we can say, present inside cell. So, it is organelle of this stinging cell, and it is called as nematocyst. So, this is the capsule nematocyst. Now, this nematocyst has a toxin present in it which is called as hypnotoxin, and this is the toxin which is injected into the animal on which this particular cnidocyte is discharged. So, this particular hypnotoxin, toxic material, will go from this needle-like part and it will go inside the body of on whom it is attacking or it is taking for defense. Now, these are present on tentacles as well as these are present on body. Talking of the habitat, so the habitat is same as was in the case of phylum Porifera. So, all will be aquatic, but mostly these will be marine. So, there will be few freshwater forms found. Now, in this, both sessile and free swimming or free floating condition is found. So, in the case of phylum Porifera, it was sessile condition, only sessile condition, but in this, it can be sessile as well as free floating or free swimming. After this, coming to body form. So, body form is very special in the case of Coelenterata. In this case, there will be two body forms. The first body form will be called as polyp and the second will be called as medusa. Now, there will be coelentrates in which only polyp form is present. There will be coelentrates in which only medusa is present, and there will be some forms in which both polyp and medusa are present, and that will alternate with each other. Now, talking of the characteristics of polyp and medusa. So, the polyp forms, these are sessile. So, sessile means these cannot move, and in shape these will be cylindrical. So, we can see in this particular diagram, this is the cylindrical organism which is shown, and it is attached to the substratum. So, this particular is the polyp form. This polyp form can also be represented in this particular diagram. Now, in the case of medusa, it is free swimming and the shape is umbrella shaped. So, this is actually jellyfish Aurelia which is shown here. So, we can see that its shape is like umbrella and it can easily swim. So, it can also be represented by this form, this umbrella form, that is medusa. Now, talking of the examples, only polyp is present in the case of hydra and Adamsia. This is Adamsia which is being shown here, sea anemone. Only medusa example is Aurelia or the jellyfish. Now, after looking into polyp form, only polyp form and only medusa form, we come to the coelentrates in which both forms are present. So, if both forms are present, then in that case, it will be polyp, it will also be medusa. Now what will happen? This polyp, it will change into medusa, and this medusa, it will change into polyp. And whenever polyp changes into medusa, it changes by asexual method, and medusa changes to polyp by sexual method. So this alternation between polyp and medusa will keep on happening, and that is why we say that in this alternation of generation is present, and this particular condition is technically known as metagenesis. Example of coelenterate in which alternation of generation is present is Obelia. So these are the three examples. The point to be noted here, that if we say that does all the members of phylum Coelentrates show this alternation of generation of metagenesis, then the answer is no. There will be Coelentrates which show only polyp, there will be some which show only medusa, and only some will be showing both polyp and medusa, and then only this alternation of generation will be present. After this, moving to rest characters of basis of classification. So in Coelentrates, it was the first phylum in which tissue level of organization came. First tissue came into these. Then radial symmetry started from these Coelentrates. Then it is diploblastic condition, so only ecto and mesoderm is present. If we talk of coelom, then coelom will be absent, so acoelomate condition is there. So coelom is absent, but body cavity is present. So this condition is similar to what was present in Porifera. In Porifera also we said that coelom is absent, but body cavity is present, and that was called as spongocoel in that case. In this case, body cavity is called as gastrovascular cavity. We can also call as coelentron. So this is the condition. Now this coelentron has a single opening. Now the opening is called as mouth, and which is present on hypostome. Now here we can remember the case of digestion. Now in the case of coelentrata, it was the incomplete digestive system which was present here. Now in the case of incomplete digestive system, it is just one opening, and that is why we say that it is single opening, and the opening is mouth, and it is present on hypostome. Now there happens some confusion regarding the terms mouth as well as hypostome. So let us try to understand. Let us take this particular diagram. So in this diagram, if we see, so this cavity inside, this is gastrovascular cavity. In short, we can call it GVC. Now it has just this opening, and this opening is the mouth which is present over here. Now this opening is present on hypostome. So this structure, this is the hypostome. From hypostome only lot of tentacles are arising, and the aperture in hypostome, this is technically called as mouth. Now talking of the type of digestion. In Porifera, we had seen that it was just intracellular digestion, but in this case, it is both extracellular and intracellular digestion, and always extracellular will happen earlier and intracellular will become later. After this, talking of the skeleton. Now, in the case of Coelentrata, some coelentrates have skeleton, and those coelentrates are the corals that have a skeleton of calcium carbonate. After this, lastly, moving to the examples. Now, in the case of coelentrates, there are a number of examples as well as their common names given. The first one is Pennatula, called as sea pen. The second is Meandrina, commonly called as brain coral. So it just looks similar to the brains. The furrows of brains are similar to the structure, and that is why it is called as brain coral. Then it is Obelia, in which metagenesis was present. Then it is Hydra, in which only polyp stage was present. Then we come to Aurelia or the jellyfish having Medusa stage. Then it is Adamsia sea anemone, which was being shown here. This is the Adamsia having only polyp stage. Then it is Physalia, called as Portuguese man of war. And lastly, it is Gorgonia, commonly called as sea fan because it resembles Japanese fan. So it is the completion of phylum Coelenterata.